You guys learn about the real estate side. I was a developer for several years. I know the cap rate, the internal rate of return, and different things like that. And I'm the type of person, if I go buy a lot, a vacant lot, I figure out how many acres we can put on that, how much housing can go on that, what the back setback needs to be on that, because that's how my mind works, because I've done a lot of real estate development. So make sure that whatever aspect of real estate you want to get in, you know it really, really well. Know it 100%. And the next thing is, love what you do. Be passionate about it. Get up every morning and say, wow, I get to do this another day. I'm excited. Don't do it for the money, because that's going to get old really fast. So if you're passionate about it, if you're passionate about helping people in the homes, if you're passionate about working in this field, then you'll be very, very successful. So that's the 3 tips I wanted to give you guys. Now, I don't have any makeup on, so y'all can't be taping me now. I'm sorry, I'm not young like Alicia Keys. I can't roll like that. I'm trying to wait for Romel, because she's the one that's going to go into detail about the, probably him. Nobody seems to know what campus center is. Oh, no, I'm fine, yeah, I'm so good. Yeah, water would be great. He's gonna help me get, this should be Romel. Yes.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Take over.
He has all of the.
Hello, Romel.
How did you first get into this business?
Hello, Romel.
I got into this business
Yeah, this is Sandra.
by, many, many years ago. I worked for the city of Pasadena, and I was their housing director. So at the city of Pasadena, what they did was, a lot of developers would come into the office and they would say, oh, you know what? We're gonna build these apartment buildings, we're gonna build these single family housing, we're gonna do this. So I would look at their plans, I kind of talk with them, I kind of help them to improve their plans and make sure that those could happen. So if you're ever in Pasadena, some of those housing developments, the one on Colorado that's right over the shopping center, that was something that I was engaged with, and some of the other ones that, the same, yeah. So a lot of those different ones, I had my hands in that. So I was at the city of Pasadena, I think for maybe like 11 years, and then I wanted to sit on the board of West Angeles Community Development Corporation. West Angeles, if you're not aware, thank you. It's a church. It's one of the largest African-American churches in the Western United States. It has about 30,000 members. And when I joined the church, my daughter, who's 35, she was actually in my arms. So I was there for a long time. And when they created their Community Development Corporation, I go, oh, I want to be on the board. So there is a lady, her name is Dr. Lula Balton, and she was the executive director. So Dr. Balton said to me, Sandy, I really need you to be an employee. I want you to work for us. And so I was like, I don't know if I want to work for my church, because I want to see something that would affect my praise on Sunday. So I kind of have to think about it. Let me tell you something about Dr. Lula Balton. If any of you guys ever are blessed enough to meet her, she has a master's in speech, a master's in communication, and she's a lawyer. Talk about somebody, if she's talked to you guys right now, and she needed you guys to write a check for that nonprofit, you guys would all be taking out your checkbook. She just has that gift. It's just her gift. So once I went with Dr. Balton, and I took the job, I didn't even know what the salary was, much to my dismay. I got there, it was about $40,000 less than what I made at the city. I did not have an office. My office actually was the bridal suite. So I had all my papers, everything in there, but when it was time for a wedding, I had to get all my stuff up, move to someplace else. So I had to hurry up and help them do some developments. So they have a development on 60th and Crenshaw. That was my development. They have one on Vermont, right across the street from Manuel Lodge High School. That was my development. They had one over there on King Boulevard in LA. So if you're ever driving around, those are the ones that I put to the ground. And that's where I got my feet went into development. So then I'm there, I'm working, I'm happy, you know, because after a while, it was just a fun job, fun place to be. So then Countrywide called me. Countrywide, that's another bad name too, okay? My luck. So Countrywide calls me. They said, we have a national vice president position that we want you to take. And you're gonna have, New York was my territory, Chicago. It was like a big deal, right? So I go, okay, first, I need to pray about it. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, that's just where I'm at. So I need to pray about it, and I'll get back to you. So I think in their mind, they thought praying about it meant more money. So they said, okay, we'll give you so much more money. I go, that's nice, but you know, I'm praying about it. So then I went back, and then a couple of weeks later, they called me. They said, I don't think they believe, but they go, have you heard? I go, no, I haven't. And so I said, I'm still praying about it. So they go, they gave me some more money, right? It wasn't a ploy to get money. I was really waiting to hear on the Lord. So they said, we'll give you some more money. So then I said, okay, let me talk to my bishop, Bishop Charles Blake. So I talked to Bishop, and he said that you're gonna be able to help more people. You're gonna be able to help more people get into homes. You're gonna be running their faith-based initiatives. He goes, you need to take that, Sandy. So then I was with Countrywide. I was with them for about 8 years. So after I left Countrywide, Wells Fargo folks started calling me. And I've really been blessed in that I have not really had to like apply for jobs. People come and we need you. Can you do this? So it's like, okay. So then Wells Fargo called me, and that was in Vegas. So Las Vegas, they called me, and I didn't want the job. I had left Countrywide, and so I was just kind of doing my own thing, doing some developments with nonprofits, had my own business. I was like, you know, I'm not really interested in the job. So please don't ever do this. So in the interview process, you know, they were like, well, where's your plan? I go, oh, I'm so sorry. The dog ate it. Someone said it's a dog and I don't have it. So they go, oh, okay, that's fine. So then they started talking, then my phone goes off. So I answer the phone. Like, I'm in an interview, I'm gonna have to call you back, okay? So everybody's looking at me like, so I hung up the phone, because I really didn't want the job. So then they're talking to me, so then they were saying, this is gonna be your territory, this is gonna do this. So I knew everything about every statistic, I knew every housing median income, I knew all the players in the market. So I was impressive, even though I didn't want the job. So I just rattled off the information, you know, I go, you know, okay, that's fine. So when I went outside and I was waiting, because I flew from California to Vegas, so I'm sitting there outside waiting for my friend to pick me up. That's one of the reasons I went for the interview, because I was gonna have some fun gambling and hanging out in Vegas. So my girlfriend was gonna pick me up, so I was gonna hang out. So then everybody, was 4 people on the panel, everybody came out. We loved you. We're gonna figure out when you're gonna be able to start. I'm thinking, really? And so then the other person came up, Sandy, you know, when are you gonna be able to start? I go, oh, I don't know, I have to give it some thought. And then another person came out, you know you got the job, right? And so one thing I didn't realize was that it was gonna be like a complete rebuild. That's why they were so happy to see me, because the person that left didn't do what they needed to do, so I had to go in and make everything right. So I took the job, doing Wells Fargo 12 years. I love my job, I love what I do. Every morning I get up, I'm excited about it. And that's why the passion that I have for real estate development, anything with real estate, I love. There's not any aspect of your life that real estate is not involved. You were born in a hospital, that's a building. Every aspect of your life, so. Were you able to find him?
One of the executive team is actually getting him on the stage.
Okay, so Romel is one of my loan officers, and he has Orange County. So my territory is Orange County and San Diego County. What do you think of when you think of Orange County and San Diego County?
Money.
Hello.
Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah.
Theme parks.
Theme parks, yes, they're, both of them tourists. Yeah, they have a lot of touristy kind of things there. But the median price, Orange County has some of the highest real estate in the country. It's like New York, then you have San Francisco, then you have Newport Beach. Newport Beach and the other city. Newport Beach and there's one other one that are like, the median price for a home is $1 million. The median. So San Diego, similar, but San Diego has what I call some pockets of opportunity. They have some different areas. The areas of opportunity for the business that I try to work with, the low to moderate income families, that would be Buena Park, Garden Grove, Santa Ana, right around Anaheim, right around Disneyland, a little bit in Tustin. But for the most part, it's a very expensive market. Like, somebody kind of tell me where you guys live.
San Jose.
San Jose, California? Get out of here. That's an expensive market too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right, yeah, you have, San Jose, Silicon Valley is up there, so it's like.
Google, we're all there, Apple.
Yeah, all of those are up there, so that's a very, very high market. So everything is tied together. The real estate market, the job market. Because if you have a place that's affluent like San Jose and people make a lot of money and they have good jobs, that helps them when they're trying to purchase a home. Somebody else tell me where they live. San Gabriel. Like San Gabriel Valley?
Yeah.
City of San Gabriel? Okay.
Yeah, that's my
Still has
city.
some pockets of opportunity in the city of San Gabriel. Like Pasadena, where I live, it's crazy.
North or south?
South is bad, but Pasadena is very high. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's not Jamal. Jamal is one of my. I'm back in school too, you guys. I'm with USC. Communications.
Sorry to interrupt,
I'm sorry, I'm
finance
trying to
department.
find Ken, because he would give me the details of how to. Thank you. If you guys can walk around and try to find, he has on a bow tie. 99% of the time he has a bow tie, but he's one of my loan officers, and he's relatively new loan officer, he's only been with us maybe like 5 months. But the thing I like about him is that he really likes going out, talking to the community, working with low to moderate income home buyers, and that's his specialty. First time home buyers is his specialty, that's his niche. So that's who he likes to work with. So that, you guys have to determine what your niche is gonna be as well. Because I have some people who like to work with the very rich, like the people that I actually met some of them, because when we go to these conferences, they speak on those television shows, those reality shows, those guys who only cater to the rich. They actually, dealing with some of those people are more of a headache than somebody that would just be thankful to get into a home oftentimes. So, did you have a question? I'm sorry, I thought you mentioned it.
I did,
Okay.
I'll ask.
Oh, Romel, okay, yeah. Romel, he's only been with us about 4 or 5 months. He came from US Bank. He's very knowledgeable. He understands the programs. He understands what it takes to get you into the programs. Now, how many of you own your own home? Oh, good. That's awesome. That's really cool. And do you remember the process, what that was like? Can somebody kind of tell me about that process?
Nightmare.
Why did you describe it as a nightmare?
What have you. I don't understand the process. It's like, to talk to me, you have to run my credit report. And then it's like, later on, what are the charges for a credit report? I'm like, just to speak to me, you ran it, so am I gonna pay for it now? I don't understand that. And then it's like, there was other fees that you wanted to charge me, I'm like, you sat down and talked about everything that you were gonna charge me for. Now you're bringing in something new. I guess the 6% that we got wasn't enough.
Oh, okay, that would be a Romel kind of a deal. Really, sometimes, oh, okay, yeah.
Well, you can address integrity and accountability.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because what happens is, when you have a customer who comes in and sits down, I'm even going back from my own experience when I bought a couple homes. When I bought my first home, I didn't know anything about the process either. Matter of fact, I got ripped off really bad. I think I was like 19%. And I didn't know better. I was young, I was divorced, a single mom. I'm like, sounds good to me. Because for me, I just wanted to get a yes. So for me to get to yes, pretty much anything that they would have told me, I was gonna go along with. And so that was my mistake, and that's when I learned from my mistake and went from there. But yeah, because they have to have your permission, first of all, before they run your credit. And second of all, I do not think that we charge for your credit report. I'm 99% sure we don't, most probably it's not. And we have to have that sometimes because we have to see whether or not you're gonna be able to afford it. You know, they look at whether or not you have dings on your credit, and we have several programs that we can help people get through certain things. Like for example, if you have a bankruptcy or something else, we will put you in a program that can take you so